So last summer, Kylian Mbappe was meant to have joined Real Madrid, but instead stayed with PSG. In this video, we're going to show what would have happened this season if Mbappe decided to join up with the Champions League winners Real instead of staying with PSG, who are obviously already out of the Champions League. So to start the season, an absolutely insane team, and I have to assume that they probably wouldn't let Casemiro leave if they had Kylian Mbappe and weren't going through a bit of a rebuild. First game in the Super Cup, Mbappe goes and scores an unbelievable goal. Benzema then puts Mbappe through, and in the first 30 minutes of his debut, Mbappe has scored not once but twice. And this ended up being a complete massacre in the Super Cup. Sure, they end up getting a goal back, Frankfurt get one back, but in the end, it is a comfortable win and a hat-trick for Kylian Mbappe with an 85th minute goal. A great start to the league with 2 wins, 3 wins in a row, and then a draw with Espanyol, and then he lost to Inter Milan in the Champions League, which isn't great. One problem is to start the season, Mbappe is really not scoring many goals. So being 2-1 up against Atletico Madrid, it is Benzema who puts them 3-1 up. Another game where Mbappe doesn't score. And that's the story of the start of the season. Other than the Inter results, pretty much everything has gone to form, but Mbappe is very much struggling to get goals. Then comes his first real test. The Atletico Madrid, Real Madrid, the Madrid derby, and 7 minutes into the game, Mbappe gets put clean through on goal, and he ends up missing. That's not a great start, but after 21 minutes, he does go and get his first goal in the Madrid derby. While Mbappe this year in the league, as far as I'm aware, only has had 2 goals maybe at this stage. This is a big game for him to step up. Benzema in the 70th minute puts him clean through. Nothing really happened for 50 minutes, and he goes and misses. 1-on-1 with the keeper in the 70th minute, he misses. Benzema then takes it in. Benzema cuts it back to Mbappe, who then goes and gets his second goal. 88th minute, Mbappe's attacking down the wing. He's looking for his hat-trick in the Madrid derby, and he goes and misses, but it is Benzema who goes with the rebound and gives them the win. A good win there against Getafe. And then in the Champions League, we're playing a team that I've never heard of. Madrid are playing a team I've never heard of and lose. No Mbappe goes against Austria Klagenfurt, and again, he's just struggling to score. The first El Clasico of the year, and to start it off, Barca are in control. Not gonna lie, Madrid are very much struggling. An unbelievable performance from Courtois, stopping them scoring twice in the first 10 minutes, but Mbappe goes clean through on goal, where he goes and finishes. These are the big games. It is the big games that Mbappe is stepping up, and he almost has his second goal in the first 30 minutes of the El Clasico. Barcelona then get a little bit into the game. They go on a counter-attack and attempt to pull one back, but it's not getting past Thibaut Courtois, who is playing like Champions League final Thibaut Courtois. But with the corner being put in, Barcelona get their head on it and equalize. That is not great. 62nd minute, Mbappe does go and put Madrid 2-1 up, thankfully. And a ball's crossed in the 91st minute. Will he go and get another one? Will he get his hat-trick? No, but thankfully it is the win. So Madrid go and win the El Clasico in what was a pretty tricky game, to be honest. A good win there against Rayo Vallecano. And honestly, Mbappe is just struggling. This is Benzema's team. This is clearly Benzema's team. Another loss to Inter Milan puts them in an awful spot. Maybe not even making it out of the group stage in the Champions League. And still, even with more and more big games, Mbappe is just struggling to score. A loss to Mallorca there with no goals for Mbappe is not great. So with 1 game left, Austria Klagenfurt are in second. I repeat, Austria Klagenfurt, I've definitely mispronounced that, are in second. With Inter Milan obviously top and Shakhtar in last place. And it is a Real Madrid versus Shakhtar Donetsk game. I'm guessing there should be no issue at all for Kylian Mbappe, who does go and get his first goal. Because let's be real, it's Shakhtar. Shakhtar, I think they have Mudryk at this stage. Because I recorded this thing before he went to Chelsea. That's how long ago this video has been sitting in the drafts. But Benzema goes and puts through Kylian Mbappe right here. And Mbappe goes and gets his second goal. So a 2-0 win. A good win right there for Madrid. And it does put them through the Champions League groups. However, Madrid only 1 point ahead in La Liga. 12 wins, 3 draws, 1 loss. And the 1 loss coming in a crazy game. Thankfully, they've won all the games that matter against Barcelona and Atletico Madrid. I think for the rest of the year, I don't think it'll be too difficult for Madrid to win the league, and a good win there against Sevilla, but no goals for Mbappe. A good win there against Celta Vigo, and only one for Mbappe. So he isn't scoring many goals. Like, his goal per game ratio is not good at this stage. But thankfully 2 goals in a 4-1 win against Osasuna. However, a 1-1 draw with Espanyol means the league is wide open. A cup game against Barcelona is up right now. And this is an interesting one where we go and win 2-1 against Barcelona in the Spanish Cup, which is a big win right there. A win against UD Almera. And we're starting to find a little bit of form. While Mbappe himself is not scoring, Madrid are definitely starting to play well. Like, as you can see right here, Mbappe 12 goals in 22 games. This is not great. 7 goals behind Benzema. Only 4 behind Lewandowski in second, but not doing great. Again, a big win against Frankfurt, but no goals for Mbappe. The team is winning, though. The team is winning. Well, a draw against Valencia there, but still on top of the La Liga. Doing okay in the Champions League, but Mbappe himself is struggling big time. He's not scoring the goals. He's not scoring the goals that you would expect from what is maybe the best player in the world right now, especially if he went to a team as dominant domestically as Real Madrid. A big game right here against Barcelona. This El Clasico is to put Madrid 5 points clear. Valverde makes a great run down the wing, crosses it into Kylian Mbappe, who can't get his foot on it. Barcelona then come down. A really routine save that was made look a lot harder than it was by Courtois. And Mbappe with maybe the luckiest goal he will ever score to go and put Real Madrid 1-0 up. Doesn't matter how you score them, all that matters is that the ball crosses the line, especially in a game which is a 6-point swing, which if they lose means Barcelona go top. And in the end, a 1-0 win. So that 1 goal from Mbappe was big. And the last 16 in the Champions League, he does get a goal to give them probably the easiest last 16 draw they can get in Frankfurt. Mostly wins, a couple of draws here and there, but Mbappe himself isn't doing particularly great. The easiest quarterfinal draw in the Champions League ever of Wolfsburg, by the way. Like, I don't think you can get a much easier draw than that, but a semi-final against Chelsea. Imagine if Chelsea go and win the Champions League with how badly they've been playing this year. I mean, after beating Dortmund, you just never know. But a big goal from Karim Benzema to give them a 1-0 lead in the first leg. And that's how it ends up finishing. In the second leg, a big goal from Christian Pulisic to make it 1-0 on aggregate. And Mbappe does run in, and Mbappe goes and scores once. And then Benzema goes and puts in the rebound. A good win right there for Madrid. And this is it, lads. A win in this game, and it's the League One. And a 5-0 win for Real Madrid to win the league. So yeah, while Mbappe has been struggling, it was a very comfortable win in La Liga for Real Madrid. But here we are, the last game, the Champions League final. Real Madrid against probably what is the best team in the world on paper, Manchester City. To start off the game, it is Man City who are completely dominant. The ball gets put into Erling Haaland, who hits a very soft shot at Thibaut Courtois. Thankfully for Real Madrid, Thibaut Courtois does he does turn on Champions League final Thibaut Courtois mode. A half-decent chance there from Rudiger, and just over the bar there from Valverde. That is pretty much the only chance Madrid are going to get early in this game, and a great save there by Thibaut Courtois, stopping it at his near post. Right before halftime, Mbappe gets an unbelievably good finish from the edge of the box into the far post past Ederson. A huge goal for Kylian Mbappe, hoping to avenge the World Cup loss with a Champions League win. Haaland then goes clear through on goal, and Haaland just about misses the chip on Thibaut Courtois. Courtois makes himself big. It's a good save. And a great save there from Courtois against Bernardo Silva. City have dominated every minute of this game, but Mbappe goes and turns them. Mbappe clean through and goal in the 76th minute, and he puts Real Madrid 2-0 up. And in the 81st minute, Mbappe on the edge of the box goes and gets his hat-trick to add to the World Cup final hat-trick. He gets a Champions League final hat-trick in the same year. As Speed would say, who the F is Messi when it comes to the Ballon d'Or race? City pull one back through Rodri, but it does not matter. The Champions League has been won. Whilst Madrid did not win the Spanish Cup, If you count the European Super Cup as a trophy, Madrid did go and win the treble with Kylian Mbappe. I would say as their main striker, but really he was not. A hat-trick in the Champions League final, but this was Karim Benzema's team still, as can be seen by the fact that Benzema scored 4 more goals than him in the league. And honestly, Mbappe, 22 goals, it's okay, not great, but at least he did come up with 9 in the Champions League. So yeah, Mbappe signing for Real Madrid. Are they much better than last year where they won La Liga and Champions League? No, but at the end of the day, it's hard to do much better than Madrid did last year.